Hi everyone, this is a quick look at the Dell Venue 8. This is the Android version, it's not the Pro, which is the Windows 8 version, and again this is the 8-inch version, which I believe is the best. You folks interested in this tablet, you are probably already familiar with it. Nice rubbery back, volume rocker, the weird position of the USB port, micro USB, and you have the headset, jack, microphone, power button, and on this side you have the little cover here that unveils your micro SD port. I like the fact that it's covered and is not going to catch on various things. Up front you have the cameras, and from what you've read, you probably already know that cameras are pretty dreadful. No matter how you call them, I think it's the worst quality of cameras that I've seen in any tablet, and believe me, I tried a few in the last couple months or so. The issue that I had with mine, the main issue that I had with mine, was that it was not powering on at all. And when I tried to start it up, it was always given the option to just do nothing because the battery power was at 0%. And I kept it plugged in for a couple of hours, and it would not come up. One thing that I had to do was to just force to bypass the bootloader. In order to do that, just press on the volume down button, keep it pressed, and then hold on to the power button, hold the two together until you see the Dell, then release the power button, and this should go into some sort of a bootloader menu. So here's the menu. As you can see, is Droid Boot Provision OS. It gives you 4 options. Use the rocker buttons to go up and down. The one that I had to do before that kind of worked for me was I did reboot, and then I kind of forced the unit to start, and the Dell support guys asked me to do a recovery. If I just do a reboot right now, so select your option with the rocker, then press the power button to activate it as an enter. So the unit should come up after this. You don't see anything on the screen until the unit is up. You see the Dell logo, it just stays there. Aside from that, the screen, I kind of like the screen. I compared it with the Acer Iconia A1, A10, and this one is much better colors. That one looks yellowish, like white balance is kind of off. This one is a bit bluish if anything, but the colors are nice and bright. And it looks like the 1280 by 800 of this display shows way better than the 1024 by 768 of the Acer. Once it comes up, it is pretty snappy. Mine is by default you have absolutely nothing installed by Dell, aside from a couple of things, one of them being this Pocket Cloud that you can see down here, and I don't remember if it was anything else that they've installed, so almost nothing. Which is a good thing. You can configure it whichever way you want. The brightness, look, the brightness is set to automatic, and you can see that little tab right here. If I uncheck that one, it makes it pretty bright. One thing that I noticed though is the power drains quite dramatically if you are trying to play something like Minion Rush, and I tried this one only because kids usually like this game. It comes up alright, it kind of works okay. There's a couple of issues that I noticed with it. First of all, it goes through the battery like you would not believe. Second of all, the sound at the lowest setting, which I kept it at some point. So here's the sound, and this can get pretty loud. It's pretty loud. Okay, well, watch what happens now. starting from around right here, which is the third step from the bottom, I would say is the third. Sound is horrible. Sounds like it cuts a lot of frequency. So whatever they put in there, audio wise, on the speaker, low volume, sounds bad. Okay. I assume you guys are familiar with the various issues with this. It is running. I did sideload Flash. So if I go to ing direct, for example, so this site is running Flash. It loads it quite quickly. It is pretty visible. It works fine. So the CPU, the memory helps in this case. The usual issues with the Intel powered tablets so far. Mozilla, you can only run the beta. The standard one doesn't work. And if you're trying to load something like Adobe Air, for example, let me see if I can find it here. Adobe Air. It's just not going to install. It's going to spit out an error. I hope it's just a temporary issue with devices running Android on the Intel platform, and it will be solved eventually. So here we go. Unknown code, error code during application install, -24. All in all, I think is a pretty snappy, pretty good tablet for what it is. I got it on sale for 149 bucks. Can't beat that. If you don't care about camera, and if you don't care about I guess quality sound coming out, it is loud, but I don't consider it to be quality. I think this can be a very good value. I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.